What up, y'all? It's your boy Dawson from D&D TV. Thanks for clicking on the video. Let's get into this story. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a story on this young woman right here, Ashanti Billie, 19 years old, who disappeared from Virginia Naval Base in September. Well, police have charged a homeless Navy veteran in her killing. Eric Brown, 45 years old, was arrested on unrelated trespassing charge in October, after which police grew suspicious and questioned him about Billie's disappearance. Now, when they questioned Eric about Billie's disappearance, this man claimed that he had no recollection about the surrounding incident because days before and during that time, he told police that he was having spells and he was blacking out. He also told a law enforcement informant that he hated African American women, calling them gold diggers who only want guys with money, according to court documents. Now, I'm gonna let y'all watch these videos and I'm gonna come back with my commentary.
We begin, though, with major breaking developments in the death and disappearance investigation of Ashanti Billie. Authorities made an arrest in the case.
He's retired Navy veteran 45-year-old Eric Brown, charged with kidnapping Billie as she arrived for work on Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek back in September. Billie's body was discovered more than a week later in Charlotte, North Carolina. 10 at your side's Deanna LeBlanc is following today's developments. Deanna.
Yes, Tom and Anita, our Joe Fisher just stepped out of federal court in Norfolk, where we've learned Brown was appointed a public defender at his initial appearance. That happened at 4:30. Now, this arrest is a long time coming for Ashanti Billie's family, but the details released about 90 minutes ago by the FBI paint a disturbing picture of the man they say took the 19-year-old as she showed up for work. Since 4 o'clock, we've learned that Brown retired from the Navy in 2011 as a petty officer first class after serving 20 years. He was working as a day laborer. He helped to build the brand new Blimpie sub shop where Billie worked on base at Little Creek. Co-workers reportedly told the FBI that Brown would visit the Blimpies almost every day and that he attempted to flirt with Ashanti on several occasions, even making crude sexual comments. The FBI says Brown was homeless, often seen sleeping in buildings both on and off base. They now believe Brown is the man behind the wheel in surveillance video showing Billie's car leaving base shortly after she was supposed to report for work early in the morning, September 18th. The FBI now says Billie's pants, covered with dirt, were found inside her Mini Cooper that was discovered abandoned in Norfolk on September 23rd. Billie's body was found in Charlotte behind a church several days later. We now know that church is 300 yards from Brown's childhood home, and court records show he attended that church as a child. Now, the FBI also said in a news release that DNA recovered from Billie's sweatshirt and a shirt she was wearing when her body was discovered matched DNA of Brown. He has been charged with kidnapping. He is due back in court early next week. Our Joe Fisher just spoke with a Billie family spokesperson. More on what they had to say in reaction to this arrest coming up.
A call for answers by the family of Ashanti Billie. Her suspected killer is now locked up.
But her parents want to know how the chain of events leading up to her death got as far as they did. The 19-year-old's parents are grateful to authorities that an arrest has been made.
But they are raising questions about security on the grounds of Little Creek, where the college student worked. 10 on your side's Aaron Kelly has more from Ashanti's parents tonight.
The family has established the Ashanti Foundation to help other families in similar situations. They say no one should have to go through what they have. It's been nearly 2 months since 19-year-old Ashanti Billie set out for work on a military base and never came home. Her mother says suspect Eric Brown, charged with abduction and murder, preyed on her daughter.
It's like it's looking at a monster, an animal. I don't even see a person when I look at him. I see an animal. I do. Just evil.
Authorities say Ashanti never showed up to work at Blimpie, a sub shop at JEB Little Creek, one day in September. Court documents say Brown was a homeless retired Navy veteran who did construction on the shop and traveled from building to building on and off base. According to witnesses, he made crude sexual comments to Ashanti. Her family still has questions.
There should have been a red flag for someone, to know that this gentleman was showing up daily at Blimpie's.
Authorities say they later found Ashanti's half-clothed body near a church in Charlotte, North Carolina. Her father said he doesn't believe Brown can't remember what happened.
You knew exactly what you were doing. You preyed upon an innocent young lady who happened to be my child. And that was the biggest mistake that you made. Promise you.
We still have a lot of answers that we're looking for. We're concerned. We're concerned for the safety on the naval base here. We're concerned for the safety in the community. If this was allowed to occur on a naval base, it can happen anywhere.
A Navy spokesperson says Brown had a valid ID card that granted him access to the base, and that no unusual or suspicious behavior was ever reported to base authorities. She says he may have been able to blend in with thousands of others with access to JEB and activities outlined in court documents. Showering, watching television, and doing laundry were not considered unusual. I left a message for the manager at the Blimpie on base, and I'm working to learn more about any reports on Brown. In Chesapeake, Erin Kelly, 10 on your side.
Okay, y'all, let's go in. To the family and friends of Ashanti Billie, I am happy that they caught this murderer for you all, and that hopefully this serves as some type of closure for her family and her